Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I invite you to roll out your mat for this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Recharge and Reset VinYin December series. So don't forget to like this video, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel. And with all of that taken care of, you can go ahead and roll out your mat, and let's get ready to flow together. All right, so we'll begin in a nice, comfortable seat today, just taking these first few moments of our practice to get grounded. So go ahead and settle into that seat, however you feel the most comfortable. And I invite you to close your eyes and start to turn your awareness inward. And allow yourself to really get present in this moment. Observing the flow of your breath. And observing the sensations in your body. Observing the thoughts as they pass through your mind. Just notice what you feel today. What is true for you in this moment? And bring your hands to a prayer position at your heart, acknowledging your body, acknowledging your breath. And let us commit ourselves to this next hour of practice, to care for yourself, to nourish your body, and to be gentle and compassionate, while also working into your strength and your perseverance. Thank yourself for showing up today. And thank your body for waking you up for another new day. Then interlace your hands in front of you. Rotate your palms to the sky. Take a big inhale and stretch up nice and tall. You can rock side to side a little bit, just starting to awaken your body, opening through the sides of your waist, stretching your palms open wide. Just getting a little movement in the spine. Then we'll come back to center and stretch up even a little higher. Pushing the sky away, take a big inhale. Then we'll exhale and circle your arms down and around. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine and squeeze the palms of your hands together. And start to stretch your fists back away from your hips. Roll your shoulder blades onto your spine and gently curl your heart open towards the sky, peeling your chest open. We'll gently return to center and relax your hands onto your knees. We'll take some easy head rolls here, moving as fast or as slow as you like, just allowing yourself to work into that movement, loosening up any tension around the base of your skull or in your neck. And then we'll reverse directions when you feel ready. Rolling your head the other way, we explore that range of motion. And let your chin gently return to center, folding right down towards your chest. Lifting up tall through your spine, bring your hands behind your head. Let your elbows relax down to the floor and give a little pressure along the back of your head, increasing the sensation of stretch along the back of your neck. If you want to turn your chin side to side a few times, you can feel that movement from right to left, stretching along the back of your neck and between your upper back. And gently making your way back to center. Lift your head, keeping your hands where they are. We'll open the elbows wide. Stretch your hands away from each other. So it's like you're trying to pull your hands apart. Reach the elbows open wide and begin to press your head back into your hands, increasing the stretch at your chest and the front of your neck. Feeling that opening through your upper back. Good. Then we'll gently return to center and let's move into an easy twist. Sweeping your left hand to your right knee. Reach your right fingertips back as you rotate into a rotation, a nice spiral in the spine. You're welcome to move in the pose, finding your best experience. You can play around with the placement of your head, the placement of your spine. Then we'll bring your right hand back behind your head. Inhale to lift and exhale to reach up and over towards the left knee. So we're reaching that right elbow up and over as you simultaneously rotate through the spine. Then we'll slowly rise, making your way back up to center. Go ahead and sweep that right hand all the way over to the left. Inhale your breath as you lift up out of your waist, creating more space between the vertebrae. You find more room to work into that twist, exploring the inner world inside your body. So tuning in with your breath, tuning in with that subtle movement, awakening through your spine. Let's bring your left hand behind your head. Take another inhale to sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, we'll let it reach up and over towards the right knee. So working the side bend at the same time as you work the twist. So there's a lot happening in the spine here. We want to deepen into the breath, deepen your focus. Then we'll slowly rise and make your way back up to center, coming all the way forward. Let's just take a full round of breath right here. Just noticing the subtle changes just a few minutes of stretching can cause. Now let's go ahead and transition to your tabletop, and we'll move through our cat and cow a few times, just continuing to warm up the spine. So as you come onto your hands and knees, you can take that traditional cat and cow for a few rounds, breathing your breath in and out as you go. Then when you feel ready, you can begin to expand upon this movement. Maybe rolling your spine in circles or shifting your weight side to side. So allow yourself to get creative and explore through the movement, discovering what feels good in your body, what's needed today, allowing that each new day is a new experience. Your cells are continuously regenerating. So explore your body as if it's brand new. Then slowly begin to make your way back to center, gently returning to that easy tabletop. We'll curl your toes under and start to lift your hips high. Opening into your downward dog, go ahead and start to pedal out your feet. Bending one knee and then the other. We stretch into the backs of the legs. and begin to expand through your back body. Just pedaling out the feet, stretching the backs of your legs, breathing slow and deep. Then we'll settle into your down dog, finding a moment of stillness and a full round of breath. In and out. Then make your way back into your tabletop. But this time we're going to hover your knees just above the mat. So we'll hover here for 3, 2, 1. Then lift your hips back up, pressing back into your down dog. Then again, we'll shift forward, coming into that, it's like a suspended tabletop. So the knees don't quite touch the floor. So you tone through your legs and tone through your core. Then gently draw your hips back up towards the sky. Then we'll go one more cycle just like this, coming into that hovering tabletop. So suspending the knees just a little ways off the floor, just a little suspension. Good, then we'll lift your hips up and back, warming some strength into the legs. Gently walk your feet forward, making your way into forward fold. As you bow forward over your legs, let your head and neck relax so you feel that release behind your head. You can shift your weight side to side or bring in any little movement here as you begin to warm into the backs of your legs, stretching into the hamstrings and the sitting bones. All right, then from here, we're going to bring the feet to touch. So bring your big toes to touch, and there will be just a little space between your heels. Then we'll sit your hips low, bending into your knees. Bring your hands onto your knees and press yourself up. Now from this deep seat, let's begin to make some circles with the knees. So as you circle your knees around, we're actually helping to improve mobility in the knees and in the ankles and feet. So we're making these nice circles, increasing that range of motion. Then we'll rotate the other way. Now you may be starting to feel some heat in the quads. Your legs might be starting to warm up quite a bit, but just hang in there for a few more rounds. Circle, circle your knees. Okay, then we'll gently fold your body down, lifting your hips. You can wiggle out your legs a little bit. Then we'll gently roll yourself all the way up to standing. You want to come all the way up and circle your fingertips to the sky, lifting up out of your waist, lifting all the way up from the earth. Then gently bring your hands to a prayer position at your heart. Take a full round of breath here. Nice work. Then we'll bring your hands onto your hips here. And we're just going to walk through the feet. We're going to go heel, toe, heel, toe. So we're going to, go real slow here. You're going to go all the way up through the ball of the foot, then to the top of the toes, back to the ball, and back to the heel. Right? So we go a full range of motion through the foot. The ball of the foot to the top of the toes, and back down. So you get the idea. And you can go at your own pace, right? But as you come up to the top of the toes, press forward and stretch through the front or like the top side of your foot. And we're just going to alternate here a few more times, right and left, at your own pace. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, then we'll slowly return to center. Come back to bring the feet, the big toes to touch. We'll sink your hips low so that your fingertips can brush along the floor. That's how deep you want to sit. Then we'll stretch your fingertips up towards the sky, Lifting through your chest, we work our chair pose for 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the mat and step your left foot to the back edge of your mat. So we're transitioning from that chair pose all the way back into our lunge. Press against the earth and lift up your chest, feeling your spine grow long. Take another full round of breath right here, in and out. Then we'll open your right fingertips to the sky, revolving through your lunge. We feel strength through the core as you twist your heart around. See if you can juice that twist just a little bit deeper. Then we'll gently release your right hand back to the floor and spin your left heel to the mat. Then we'll open your left fingertips to the sky, opening into your side angle pose. So still lunging deep in that right leg as you roll your heart open. Take one more inhale, really energize your shape. Then we'll exhale and release that right hand down. Spin your left heel back up to the sky. Plant your hands down onto your mat, and we're gonna sweep that right leg up and back into your tripod. Let's stack that right hip open over the left and bend into your right knee. We want to reach the right knee to the top of the pose. So really try to open through your hips. Then we'll gently release and square your hips back to the floor and float your right foot down to meet the left. Take a full round of breath in your downward facing dog. And of course, child's pose is always an option. At the end of your exhale, let's journey back to the top of your mat. You can walk or step all the way forward to fold over your legs. Then we'll inhale and lift halfway up, extending your heart forward. We reach through the crown of your head. Then exhale and gently release, folding all the way back down. Then we'll gently rise and come all the way up to standing. You can circle your arms up towards the sky, feeling length from your feet to your toes. Then gently draw your hands down to your heart. All right. From here, step your feet together again, bringing the big toes to touch. And we'll take a nice deep seat, bending into your knees so that your fingertips can brush the floor. We want to stay low in the legs as you stretch your fingertips high, lifting through your heart and chest. Reach the hips back as you curl your heart high. Then we'll bring your hands to prayer position here, and we're going to twist to the right, bringing your left elbow to your right knee, sinking low in the hips. Press against your hands to rotate your heart around, getting that deep rotation in your spine. Then we'll quickly make our way to the second side. So just coming all the way through center, bring the right elbow to the left knee, press against the hands, work that rotation in the spine. 1, 2, 3, then release. Coming back to center, this time we're gonna step the right foot to the back edge of your mat. So setting yourself back up into a lunge. Whew, feeling that heat, that power, that strength in your body. Let's take a full round of breath in this powerful lunge. Extending through the crown of your head, feeling that length from your heel to your head. Then we'll open the left fingertips to the sky, twisting in your lunge. Stack the left shoulder over the right As you work your heart around, we really work that rotation, spiral in the spine. Then gently release the left hand down. Spin your left heel to the floor. Then we'll open your right fingertips, coming into side angle pose. Lunging deeply into that left knee. Don't give up the leg as you roll your heart open and lengthen through your spine. Take one more big breath in, open up into your shape. Then exhale and release, floating the right hand down. Rotate your right heel to the sky as you plant your feet or plant your hands into the earth. Then we'll stretch that left leg up and back, pressing into that tripod. Then let's stack the left hip open, bending into that left knee, working that juicy rotation in the spine. Breathing slow and deep. And when you're ready, we'll rotate your hips back to the floor and lower the left foot down. Take a full round of breath in your downward facing dog. Breathe it in and breathe it out. All right, we're gonna lower your knees down to the floor and sink your hips back to your heels for a little toe sit. And so I know we've been playing with our toe sit for a while now, and this is really a great exercise for loosening up tension in the bottoms of the feet. It also helps to increase range of motion through the ankles and the feet. So this is, it's not gonna be like a crowd favorite ever, but it's really effective and powerful. So if you can just work with this toe sit, slowly you'll be able to increase your increments and you'll start to notice some relief in the feet and the ankles and the shins. So this is just here for your yogic pleasure today. Enjoy. Okay, then we'll bring your hands down to the floor and just tap the tops of your feet on the mat. Okay, let's press back into your down dog, lifting the hips high, and just notice how it feels different out after that little toe sit. Right? You may feel a little more flexibility in the ankles or, more grounded connection to the earth through the bottoms of your feet. So just notice what changes moment to moment. Then we'll gently walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Folding over the legs. Now, we are going to do a little strengthening exercise here that will be strengthening for the legs, the feet, and the ankles, and the knees, all the good things. So here's what we're going to do. Rotate your toes 45 degrees open to the sides, and just scooch your heels together so your heels come to touch. Then we're going to, let's see, hang on. I've got to use my body and my words at the same time. Okay. So this is an action. We're going to do this synced with the breath. So our inhale will lift and lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, you're going to fold down and bend your knees. So the inhale is a lift and the exhale is a fold. So we're going to do that 10 times really fast together. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Inhale and lift. Halfway, exhale and fold. Lift and fold. Lift and fold. Lift and fold. You got it. We're going 5 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1. Up and down. Good. We'll stand back into your forward fold, turning your feet parallel, bowing forward over your legs. You can wiggle it out a little bit, give your knees a little break. Then we'll plant your hands on your mat and step your feet back to a plank pose. So as you get situated in your strong plank pose, we're going to rock forward and back a few times, massaging the wrists, massaging through the ankles and the feet as you shift front to back. Then we'll inhale and shift all the way forward towards the front of your mat. You can keep your knees lifted or lower your knees down. Take a big breath in wherever you are. And as you exhale, we're going to gently lower all the way down to the floor. So coming all the way down onto your belly, let's take a few rounds of cobra pose. So we'll start by bringing the tops of the feet to the floor. Hug your legs together. Spread your hands wide apart on your mat. Then we'll roll your shoulders up towards the sky, and as you inhale, gently peel your chest up away from the mat. Nice strong cobra pose. Then exhale and gently roll your heart back down to the floor. Again, roll your shoulders up and back. Gently curl your heart away from the mat and think about keeping your neck long. And we'll exhale and release, folding your heart back down. Then one more time, we'll roll your shoulders up, curl your chest away from the floor, working into your cobra pose. Then circle your hands to the base of your spine. See if you can squeeze your hands together. Stretch your fists away from your hips and pull your heart even further off the floor. Nice big strengthening stretch. Then we'll gently release and press yourself back to child's pose. You did it. Good job. Come into your resting pose, letting your hips sink down to your heels. Let your forehead relax on your mat as you feel your breath moving in and out. So just letting yourself slow down and come back to center.